Divorce doesn't just separate two people. It often divides a child's world in half. Have you ever wondered what that really does to a child's heart and mind? Today, we're exploring a deeply emotional topic: the impact of divorce on children's relationships with their parents, and why understanding this can lead to healing, growth, and stronger family bonds. Imagine a 10-year-old boy named Aidan before the divorce. Both his parents tucked him in at night, reading him stories and whispering words of love and reassurance. He felt safe, whole, and loved. But after the separation, bedtime became confusing. Two houses, two routines, and a growing fear of choosing sides. Aidan didn't have the words for it, but what he felt was emotional disconnection. As he navigated this new reality, he began to feel like he was living in two separate worlds. One world was with his mum, where he felt comfortable and secure. The other world was with his dad, where he felt uncertain and anxious. He didn't know how to reconcile these two worlds, and he didn't know how to express his feelings. Aidan's story is not unique. Millions of children around the world are struggling to cope with the aftermath of their parents' divorce. They are forced to navigate a complex web of emotions, relationships, and routines. They are expected to be resilient, to adapt, and to move on. But the truth is, children are not resilient in the same way that adults are. They are vulnerable, sensitive, and deeply affected by the divorce of their parents. Aidan's parents, though well-intentioned, were struggling to cope with their own emotions. They were trying to navigate their own relationships, their own careers, and their own sense of identity. They were trying to be good parents, but they were also trying to be good people. And that was a difficult balancing act. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks turned into months, Aidan began to feel like he was losing his sense of connection with his parents. He felt like he was drifting away from them, like he was becoming a stranger in his own family. He didn't know how to stop this feeling, and he didn't know how to talk to his parents about it. Aidan's story is a powerful reminder of the impact of divorce on children's relationships with their parents. It's a reminder that children are not just passive observers in the divorce process, but active participants who are deeply affected by the outcome. It's a reminder that children need support, guidance, and love as they navigate this complex and challenging time. Divorce can unintentionally create emotional distance between children and their parents, as children might feel like they have to protect one parent or avoid talking about the other, creating walls instead of bridges. One parent might become the fun one, the other the strict one. These labels damage the balance bond children desperately need. Trust gets strained, communication breaks, and sometimes resentment grows quietly in the background. Children may feel like they're walking on eggshells, never knowing which parent to turn to or how to navigate the complex web of emotions. They may feel like they're being pulled in two different directions, with each parent trying to establish their own relationship with the child, but in doing so, they may inadvertently create a sense of competition, where the child feels like they have to choose between their parents. This can lead to feelings of guilt, anxiety, and confusion as the child tries to navigate this new reality. They may struggle to understand why their parents can't just get along, or why they have to take sides. They may feel like they're losing their sense of identity as they're forced to adapt to a new family dynamic, where their parents are no longer together. The emotional gap can be overwhelming, and it can take a toll on the child's mental health, self-esteem, and relationships. It's essential for parents to be aware of this emotional gap and to make a conscious effort to bridge it by maintaining open communication, being honest and transparent, and avoiding labels or stereotypes. By doing so, parents can help their children feel more secure, more loved, and more supported, even in the midst of a divorce, and they can help them develop a more positive and resilient mindset, one that will serve them well throughout their lives. Children don't want perfection. They don't want luxury. They just want love without conflict. They want to feel safe and secure in their relationships with their parents. They want both parents to show up, not just physically, but emotionally. They want to feel seen, heard, and understood. They want to know that their parents are there for them, no matter what. When children feel safe to express their feelings without guilt, they grow into emotionally resilient adults. They develop a strong sense of self. They learn to navigate complex emotions, and they build healthy relationships. Children want their parents to be present, to be engaged, and to be supportive. They want their parents to put aside their differences and work together as a team. They want their parents to show them that love is more important than conflict, and that family is more important than anything else. When parents can provide this kind of love and support, children thrive, they feel happy, secure, and loved, and they grow into capable, confident, and compassionate adults who are able to navigate the challenges of life with ease and resilience. So what can parents do to provide this kind of love and support? First, they can prioritize their relationship with their child. They can make time for their child, and they can show up emotionally. They can listen to their child, validate their feelings, and provide a sense of safety and security. Second, they can work on their own emotional intelligence. They can learn to manage their own emotions, and they can develop a growth mindset. Third, they can communicate effectively with their child. They can use I statements. They can avoid blame and criticism, and they can focus on finding solutions rather than placing blame. By doing these things, parents can create a positive and supportive environment for their child, an environment that fosters emotional resilience and helps their child grow into a happy, healthy, and well-adjusted adult. So, if you're a parent going through divorce or someone who knows a family in this storm, remember this. It's not the separation that breaks a child. It's the silence, the tension, the loyalty battles. These are the things that can cause lasting harm and create emotional scars. But with conscious love, open hearts, and humble communication, families can create a new kind of unity, one that teaches strength, compassion, and the real meaning of love. This kind of unity is not about perfection. It's not about avoiding conflict. It's about being present, being honest, and being willing to work through the tough times. It's about creating a safe and supportive environment where children can grow and thrive, where they can feel seen, heard, and understood, and where they can develop the emotional resilience they need to navigate the challenges of life. So don't give up, don't lose hope, and don't let the silence and tension win. Instead, choose to communicate openly and honestly. Choose to listen to each other and choose to work together as a team. Choose to prioritize your relationship with your child and choose to create a new kind of unity, one that is based on love, compassion, and mutual respect. Remember, you are not alone and you are not without hope. There are resources available to help you navigate this difficult time, and there are people who care about you and want to support you. So reach out. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't give up on your family, because with conscious love, open hearts, and humble communication, you can create a brighter future, a future where your child can grow and thrive, and where your family can heal and become stronger. So let's do this. Let's create a new kind of unity, one that is based on love, compassion, and mutual respect. And let's give our children the gift of a happy, healthy, and well-adjusted childhood. They deserve it and they need it. So let's get started and let's make a difference, one family at a time. If this message touched you, leave a comment below and share your thoughts. What's one thing every parent should remember during a divorce? Is it the importance of communication, the need for patience, or the value of self-care? Let's talk, let's heal, and let's help each other move forward. Your comments and stories can help others who are going through similar struggles, and can provide a sense of community and support. So don't be afraid to share, and let's work together to create a more supportive and compassionate environment for families going through divorce. Remember, you are not alone, and there is hope for healing and moving forward. Let's take the first step together, and let's create a brighter future for ourselves and our children.